welcome to the Stockton Center for Community Engagement and Service Learning. The Stockton Center for Community Engagement and Service Learning promotes the ideals of public service and social responsibility in order to serve the public good. What is a service learning course? Service learning is both a pedagogical tool and a teaching philosophy that focuses on promoting social change through community-based learning via curricular and co-curricular opportunities. This is carried out through sustained civic engagement, enhancing reciprocal community partnerships, fostering civic and social agency, and exploring experiences through critical self-reflection. Service learning is a high-impact practice that aids students in connecting with the local community in order to both enhance their learning and understanding of course materials while simultaneously providing service to the communities in which they live, work, and learn. Components of a good service learning course. Those courses that are designated as a service learning course carry the Service Learning SRLN attribute. To obtain this attribute, faculty must first submit an application to the Stockton Center for Community Engagement and Service Learning that describes how their course will address key criteria and standards needed for a quality service learning course. There are 11 service learning teaching and project standards that can be found on the Stockton Center for Community Engagement and Service Learning website that overall describe the service learning integration and course learning goals and praxis. Adapting a current course to service learning. If you are new to teaching a service learning course, it is the recommendation of the Stockton Center for Community Engagement and Service Learning to adapt a course that you already teach, either a program course or a general studies course, to carry a service learning component. This can have several advantages, as you may have already taught this course several times and have developed a strong foundation for the overall success of the course. From here, you can then determine if there are projects or assignments that you have already created for the course that can then be adapted in order to be service learning in nature. This allows you, the faculty member, to focus your attention and energies on enhancing the service learning philosophy of the course versus having to do so while simultaneously building the various components of your course. In this way, you can select a single project or assignment to adapt that would be best oriented to the key components and criteria of service learning as a teaching philosophy. Submitting a course for service learning consideration. Once you are ready to submit a course for consideration as a new service learning course, you will need to complete and submit an application. The Stockton Center for Community Engagement and Service Learning has implemented a course approval process to aid in your submission efforts. After completing this application, courses will be reviewed by a committee using a rubric. There are 3 major components to your application. Part 1, Course and Instructor Information. You will need to submit the course number, course title, professor name, along with the program, school, and assistant dean associated with the submitting professor. Part 2, Integration. Faculty will be asked to provide a detailed overview of how service learning is an integral part of the course they are submitting. This can be accomplished by submitting a written narrative that describes how service learning is integrated into the course, or by submitting a copy of the course syllabus with the service learning components of the course highlighted throughout the document. Particular attention will need to be paid to a description of the service learning project, a timeline for the service learning project as it takes place throughout the semester, how students will be oriented to service learning, and how the faculty will remain in communication with both students and the community partner or partners that will be working with the course throughout the semester. Applications will also need to show how service learning projects will be graded or evaluated, for example, a copy of a project rubric, as well as how students will engage in reflection on the project completed. Part 3, Course Goals and Praxis. Lastly, faculty will be asked to demonstrate how the project integrates with the larger course goals and learning objectives of the course, as well as how the project fosters one or more of the following service learning outcomes: transformation, critical consciousness, and critical thinking. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about how to develop a service learning course. Please reach out to the Stockton Center for Community Engagement and Service Learning with any questions you may have, as we are here to help guide you through each step of this process. Be well, and we look forward to working with you soon.